Pokemon Nuzlocke? Until recently, I had no idea what that was. But when I found out, I had to try it. So what is a Nuzlocke? It's a Pokemon run where you use self-imposed rules to make the game more difficult. This is the rules I chose to use in my Leafgreen Nuzlocke. If a Pokemon faints, it's considered dead and may not be used again. If the entire team faints, the run is over. You have to nickname all your Pokemon. You may only catch the first Pokemon you encounter on each route, with the exception of the dupes clause. And I play on set battle mode. You can find a more detailed description down below. My name is Dyztrofy, and this is my first attempt at a Pokemon Nuzlocke. Every story needs a hero, and his name is Winner. Winner. So with all of that out of the way, let's take a little ride. I revisit Kanto for the first time in 20 years, but for the first time in Generation 3. Every journey starts with a choice, and this choice was real easy. The theme of names I used in this playthrough was superheroes and villains. I picked Bulbasaur and named him Hulk, and Winner picks the inferior starter Charmander. As I'm leaving, Winner yells,
"Yes, let's battle!"
Sure, we can schedule it for... Oh, you mean now? Winner pulls it out. It's so tiny and weak. We go toe to toe. With a clutch tackle, Hulk gets the victory. Winner is in tears, but I couldn't care less, because I am going on a journey. With a spring in my step, I move towards the first gym in Pewter City. But first, I have a lot of tall grass to go through. On Route 1, I get my first encounter, Aerodactyl, which I name Splinter. Then all of a sudden,
"Yes, let's battle!"
The second clash is another close one. With another tackle, Hulk claims the victory. Another devastating loss for our hero. But surely we'll see him again. After our battle on Route 22, I face a monkey, which I catch and name Spider-Man. Shortly after, I get my next encounter. It's a Pidgey that I name Talon. I slay my way through Viridian Forest to grind up the last levels so I can finally face my first big challenge.
"Yes."
Okay, my third big challenge. What do you say, Brock? Let's kick this off?
"Bring it on!"
Oh boy. With nervous steps, Hulk enters the arena. Brock plays Geodude. With a simple Vine Whip, Hulk KOs Geodude. And in comes Onix. This huge, colossal worm of rocks. But another Vine Whip does the job. And with that, the Boulder Badge is mine. And Bulbasaur evolves into a beautiful Ivysaur. My journey continues, and I find a Spearow that I name Falcone. Whilst urinating behind the Pokemon Center, I hear a familiar voice.
"Yes, wait up!"
Run! What is this place? A Zubat appears in the dark, and I must have it. I'm Batman. This is gonna be a struggle, but as my dad would have said, I will see you guys on the other side. Follow the light. Ooh, made it! Before I arrive to Cerulean City, I stumble on a Sandshrew, which I managed to catch and name Thing. After a rough night out in Cerulean City,
"Yes,
I head out for some Pokemon training on McNugget Bridge.
yes,
How did he get here?
yes!"
Hey, Winner. This guy is relentless. Winner sends out Pidgeotto first, and I lead with Falcone. Calling this close is an understatement. We both get each other down to 1 HP. So I send in Talon to finish the job with a quick attack. But Talon almost goes down to Pidgeotto's quick attack. The rest seems like an easy win, until he sends out his Charmander. Charmander falls asleep from Hulk's sleep powder. So I send in Falcone after healing him up. But Charmander wakes up and uses Ember, and Falcone hits with his Fury attack 5 times. Thinking Falcone would live a non-crit, I don't switch. Charmander uses Ember again. I hear sad music. I hear sad music in my head as I see Falcone's lifeless body hit the ground. Talon gets a killing blow, but all we could think of was Falcone. What he did for the team. Wait, he did nothing. After throwing the trash in the river, I continue on Nugget Bridge. But it doesn't take long before we get our second casualty. Talon dies to double kick crit. This one stung more, one of our oldest friends. We're gonna miss you, buddy. Anyway, I've done the grinding, and next up is Misty. Is this gonna be as easy as Brock? First out is Staryu. And Hulk takes it out with a single Razor Leaf. Next up, Starmie. This is gonna be harder. He takes a Razor Leaf and a Vine Whip. And Misty is defeated. Bulbasaur is such a beast against the two first gyms. On Route 5, I catch a Bellsprout. That I named Poison Eye. God damn it. On my way to Vermilion City, I face this trainer. He has this nasty Eradicate. He one-hit KOs Splinter. I had no idea Hyperfang was this strong. And that's our third loss. At this point I started to ask myself the hard questions. Is it me? Am I a bad trainer? Is the Earth flat? I did what any sane person would. I took a boat trip to try and find the edge of the world. I didn't find it, but I found a CC captain. And after some intense back rubbing, I got the HM for cut, which allows me to enter the third gym. While getting ready for Lieutenant Surge, I found my next few encounters. Doctor Strange, Sandman and Aquaman were added to the team. While going through Dickpit Cave, a level 31 Dugtrio showed up, and I can't escape. This could be real bad. I switched to Hulk, and with some Razor Leaves, I managed to kill it. That could have gone so much worse. After digging through Surge's trash, I finally get to face the man himself. He has surprisingly large hands, and you know what they say, big hands, big gloves. Pause for laughter. The Lieutenant's team is Voltorb, Pikachu and Raichu. It's no match for Sandman. A Magnitude and some digs, and a Thunder Badge is mine. I'm on my way through Rock Tunnel when I face a seemingly easy trainer, Hiker Eric. I get sloppy, and Hulk has to pay the ultimate price. Instead of going for an easy Vine Whip, I miss a Razor Leaf. Geodude capitalizes and crits with a Magnitude. And it's over. With heavy hearts, we arrive in Lavender City. Our oldest and best friend didn't make it. He will be forgotten, but never missed. On a more positive note, Zubat evolves into a Golbat. We catch a Vulpix that I name Lava Girl, and shortly after use a Firestone to evolve it into a majestic Ninetales. And right back to a negative note. I go to Celadon City to do some gambling, but instead I find all these unreasonably angry Team Rockets. Golbat gets annihilated by a suicidal coughing, such waste of a good bat, and Magnitude strikes again. While it seems like a good idea to dig on a hovering rock ball, Magnitude does way more damage underground. Bye Sandman, you tan little ground pin. Eventually I find the leader, Giovanni, and he mad. While his first few Pokemon are an easy match for Dathang, Kangaskhan has a different idea. He decides to Mega Punch Spider-Man into oblivion. So to sum this mess up, don't gamble kids. It is time for Bellsprout to evolve into a goofy looking Weepinbell. And this dude is nice enough to give me an Eevee, which I nickname Flash and throw a Thunderstone at to evolve into a fast looking Jolteon. Next up is Erika. She still looks fresh after 25 years. Dozing off mid-conversation, she's goals man. The plan is simple, let Lava Girl burn her flammable type Pokemon to ashes. Since I evolved Vulpix before she could learn Flamethrower at level 29, Ninetales is stuck with Ember for now, but Ember got the job done anyway, and the Rainbow Badge is mine. Aquaman evolves to Gyarados, and with that we get the ability Intimidate. In Lavender Tower I catch a Ghastly, then I name it Ghost, and after beating a few more Team Rocket, I save this old man who invites me into his house and reward me with a flute that I used to wake up a sleeping Snorlax that is blocking the way. But he keeps falling asleep, and during his beauty sleep he has a nightmare and snores loud enough to crit my Weepinbell to death. But at least I get to catch him, and I decide to name him Grundy. So in the end, I get a Snorlax and I lose a Weepinbell. Pretty good trade. On Route 16, I catch a Doduo that I name Raven. Doctor Strange reaches his full potential when he evolves into a Hypno. Apparently, Giovanni wants to fight again, and I have a monkey to avenge.
This. Let's battle.
But Winner is in the way, so I crush him first. But he's no joke, he's getting stronger. Flash has no problem with Pidgeot, Gyarados and Alakazam. And Lava Girl kills Execute, but in comes his big, bad Charizard. A dig isn't enough to kill him, and with one Flamethrower, Charizard burns thing down to crisps. Charizard gets finished by the speed of Flash. I get Leonardo the Lapras, and after crushing Giovanni, I get a Master Ball that will come to great use later. Now it's time for Koga, the most badass gym leader in Kanto. I've stalled this fight for so long because I'm terrified. He has two self-destructing coughings and a level 43 Wheezing. but his entire team gets one-shotted. That's the power of Doctor Strange. I get the Soul Badge, and I can now use Surf that I get in the Safari Zone, right after I challenge Sabrina. I'm a bit scared for level 43 Alakazam. The entire fight is a cakewalk up until that point. I leave Flash in for a bit too long, and he goes down to single Psychic. I didn't expect it to one-shot, but Flash is a goner. Quick Attack takes Alakazam out, and I get the Marsh Badge. After some shenanigans in Pokemon Mansion, I face Blaine on Cinnabar Island. It's a very easy fight. Leonardo kills Growlithe, Ponyta and Rapidash with a single Surf each. Arcanine did some damage, but Leonardo is just too good. Too good. Blaine gives me the Volcano Badge. And the last gym leader is Giovanni. But first I go to the 3 islands to grind some experience, and I catch an Execute that I name Groot and evolve into an Executor. Then I go back to Viridian City to fight Giovanni for the last time. Aquaman and Water makes this fight so easy. Rhyhorn, Dugtrio, Nidoqueen and Nidoking all gets one-shotted. Aquaman shows Giovanni who the real boss is. And the final gym badge, the Earth Badge, is mine. In the power plant I use some ninja strats to get the encounter I want. With the appropriate level and a repel, I get a Magneton that I name Electro. Since I lost Flash, Magneton is a great catch. Next up is Victory Road, where I'll do all the grinding before Elite 4. Wait, hold up! Hey! You warn me from a distance every time. Now you sneak up on me like this? I was not prepared. This bird ain't no match for Electro, but for a second I forget that Magneton is Steel in Generation 3. Charizard uses Flamethrower until Magneton melts, and this means that I won't have an electric type against the Elite 4. The rest of the battle is easy, but losing Magneton, that's big. I'm aiming to be around level 57 when I enter the Elite 4. While grinding, this happens.
Shiny!
And then this.
Oh my god!
With just 7 minutes apart, I encountered 2 shinies, Primeape and a Geodude. I could play with a shiny class, which allows me to catch shiny Pokemon even though they weren't my encounter for the area. But I couldn't just kill them, right? So I caught them. I haven't used a Master Ball on Primeape, since I wasn't gonna use it anyway, but it'll stay in the PC forever. It's time to prove our worth, to face our destiny, to separate us from the pack, to learn how to belly dance. This is what we have been training for, to avenge our fallen brothers and become the best Pokemon trainer the Kanto region has ever seen. But first we have to beat the Elite 4 and the champion, whoever that is. This has been my obsession. Coming up with the strats has kept me awake day and night. I sat down with my dad, Antlerboy, and with some grinding and a few TMs, this is the final team. And I am not scared at all. After what happened, parents aren't allowed in here. So when the door closes, it's just me and my team. First up is Lorelei. I really wanted Magneton for this fight. My new plan is to let Doctor Strange use Calm Mind 6 times to raise his special attack and defense, and then use Psychic and Toxic to victory. They mostly hit us with Hail. And after setting up all Calm Minds, Yugon, Lapras and Cloyster goes down to Psychic. Slowbro tries to put Hypno to sleep with Yawn, but it has no effect since Hypno has Insomnia. After a heal on our duck, Slowbro goes down to Psychic after getting poisoned by Toxic. And after Psychic crit on Jinx, Lorelei is defeated. Next up is Bruno. He is probably the one that I'm least worried about. With his rock and fighting Pokemon, I bank on a clean sweep by Groot. He takes down Onyx with a Giga Drain and Hitmonchan Hitmonlee with a Psychic each. Bruno shows some real frustration after missing Iron Tail with Onyx and a Mega Kick with Hitmonlee. The second Onyx hits with Double Edge, but goes down to a Giga Drain, which also heals Groot up to full. Last up is Machamp. He leads with a bulk up, but a single Psychic is enough to take him out. And Bruno is defeated. In the next room I find mean-looking Agatha, famous for having a bad temper and is rumored to be Professor Oak's ex-lover. Her team of Ghost-type Pokemon is frightening, but I have a 3-head plan. Raven takes the lead on this one. She hits hard with Drill Peck, but it isn't enough to one-hit KO Gengar. She gets poisoned, which can be cured, but the Person Berry stops her from being confused. Agatha's Gengar and Golbat both goes down to Drill Peck. For Agatha's Arbok, I switch to Aquaman for his Intimidate. And an Earthquake finishes Arbok. Raven comes out for Gengar number 2, and she gets hit with Sludge Bomb, but a few Drill Pecks is enough to finish Gengar off. And after Haunter uses Curse, Drill Peck is enough to kill her. And we get another victory. Now there's a long walk to Lance the champ. He isn't the actual champ, but it almost rhymed. His team is so scary, and he has a flipping cape. He leads with Gyarados, and I with Leonardo, and the idea is to start it out to be killed by Perish Song. After setting it up, I send out Aquaman to start setting up dragon dances. Lance's Gyarados only uses Dragon Rage and switch it out before it gets killed by Perish Song. Rats! That plan didn't work. Now Aerodactyl comes in. He hits hard with Hyper Beam, but with a couple of surfs, Aerodactyl goes down. When Lance plays Dragonair, I take the chance to set up some dragon dances. Dragonair crits me with an Outrage and gets confused. I heal and take it out with an Earthquake. In comes Lance's Gyarados, and I hit it with a boosted Hyper Beam, without realizing that if it dies, I can't do anything for Dragonite's first turn. But Dragonite throws by using Safeguard, and I can switch in Leonardo for one hit KO Ice Beam. Lance's last Pokemon is his second Dragonair. He hits pretty hard with Outrage. A few Earthquakes and Lance is done. Apparently, not all heroes wear capes, Lance. According to the prophecy, we will lose against this mysterious champion. But if we manage to beat all odds, we become Kanto's best Pokemon trainer. And I can pursue my long-time dream to be a belly dancer. Wait, this can't be. I'm gonna crush your hopes and dreams.
That's what she said.
Winner? It's time to show the world who's the real champion and beat our hero one last time. Winner sends out Pidgeot and I lead with Leonardo. I get hit with an aerial ace. With a sliver of health left, Pidgeot survives the Ice Beam and Winner uses a full restore. With a high roll, the next Ice Beam KOs Pidgeot. 5 months left. Rhydon hits hard with an Earthquake, but is too weak to survive a Surf from Leonardo. Executor comes out and I switch to Lava Girl, who hasn't done much this far, but dodges a Sleep Powder and kills with an Overheat. In comes a level 61 Gyarados, and I will sacrifice Lava to heal my team up. I was expecting a Hydro Pump here, but Gyarados goes for Dragon Rage, so Lava lives. I switch to Leonardo and go for Perish Song, and then I switch out for Aquaman. I'm starting to set up dragon dances and get critted with Thrash down to 11 HP. I heal up and again our opponent reads the Perish Song. Am I underestimating the competition when I should be estimating it? Winner calls for his big bad Charizard. It's a back and forth battle. I am splashing water and he's throwing Fire Blasts at me. I get Charizard down to red and I almost die from a burn. After we both have healed, Aquaman comes out on top. Next out is Alakazam, who can't handle an Earthquake from Aquaman. Our hero's last hope is his Gyarados, up against my Gyarados. I go for a risky Hyper Beam. We almost go down to Thrash when I recharge. On 9 HP, Aquaman's life hangs by a thread, but he climbs that thread to victory and gets to end the run with a final Hyper Beam. And that's the story of when I became the most feared Pokemon trainer in Kanto. We go into the Hall of Fame without losing a single Pokemon at Elite 4. This has been the most fun I've had in a Pokemon game for a really long time. I've learned so much. And after this, I will start my first hardcore Nuzlocke, and it will be uploaded here very soon. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. It helps out a lot. I stream on Twitch every Monday, Thursday, Friday and Sunday at 6 PM CET. Links in the description. If you want to see more Nuzlockes, let me know in the comments. Until next time guys, peace!